Long before the throne became known as Orimolusi, Onoyelu, the first occupier, was known as the Oloja Igbo of Ijebu. Several centuries ago, his reign was peaceful until the outbreak of a plague that started killing people, livestock, and other domestic animals, causing drought over their farmland. The chiefs and their diviners did all they could to stop the plague. To no avail. The king was so much worried, so he went to Ile-Ife to consult Ifa Agbonirigun. At Ife, the revelation was that the only solution to their problem would be to bring an elephant to the town alive. The king returned to Ijebu distraught. He gathered all the staunch hunters and powerful warriors to deliberate on how to actualize bringing a live elephant to the town. Then Ogunelegi, the greatest of the hunters, volunteered. He went with his son Olusi to the thick forest. They prepared so many charms to fortify themselves in search of an elephant. The journey did not take eternity, and one day Ogunelegi finally walked back to the town with an elephant, but without his son Olusi. They asked him where Olusi was. He responded, "Erin ti mu Olusi lo," meaning the elephant has taken away Olusi. That was a death too many, too devastating, and the traumatized Oloja grieved so sorely. In honor of this selflessness and chivalry of Ogunelegi, Kabiyesi Onoyelu immortalized this selfless son of the soil, Olusi, by changing his royal title from Oloja Igbo to Orimolusi, now Orimolusi of Ijebu. And so from the reign of Onoyelu between 1430 and 1464, all the 10 successive Obas in Ijebu, from Ikupakude I, son of Onoyelu, to the last Ikupakude, Oba Daniel Adetayo Sami, who reigned between 1956 and 1994, have been known by that title. As a town of historic significance and one of the foremost settlements in the entire Yoruba land, after 28 years of interregnum, the people of Ijebu again gathered to celebrate the ascension of their revered royal father, His Royal Highness Oba Lawrence Jayi Oba Adebajo, to the great throne of Orimolusi. This is the third interregnum the stool of Orimolusi had witnessed. The first one was between 1887 and 1889. The second happened from 1905 to 1928, while this one lasted from 1994 to 2021. The day symbolizes testament, reflective of the time past, and also a new beginning in community spirit and selflessness. The harbinger of this history is the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, who was in Ijebu to install another prince. It was an atmosphere to behold, a moment of record where politics was thrown into trash can, religious barrier broken, and everyone came together as one big family.
This long, tortuous road to where we are today has not been without sacrifices, compromises, challenges, despair, tweets, bumps, contours, detours, and ultimate breakthrough. What is important in all of this has been our collective resolve to learn from the lessons of the past, bury our differences, and design a future that we and the coming generation in Ijebu will be proud of.
One of the sons of the land is the secretary to the Ogun State government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, who made sure everything and everyone was on the ground for the governor's arrival.
People don't even know what it's like to have a king. Almost all the people now, anybody that is less than 30 does not know what it takes to have a king. So this is a very big landmark event in Ijebu and its environment, because this is a distinguished seat that gives inspiration not only to Ijebu but to all the cities and all the villages around Ijebu. And so for a day like this to happen, and we have to thank God that God has given His Excellency Prince Dr. Abiodun the grace to resolve all the issues, to get everybody on board, and to present a candidate that has no controversy, a candidate that is loved by everybody, a candidate that everybody is praying for.
Honorable Afolabi Afuakbe, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, said the moment was made possible because of the governor's magnanimity in allowing culture to take its full place.
If you are working towards the rule, if you are working with the rule, you are working with what is supposed to be done, God will continue to do wonders in your life. Sincerely speaking, to our governor, he gave us opportunity to strive, he gave us opportunity to work, he gave us opportunity to excel. And as such, once you are following the procedure, these are the kind of thing you always get. I want to thank all the good people of Ijebu for giving us maximum cooperation. Without them, we won't be able to achieve it. All the same, I give it back to God. God has made this to happen in our own time.
Other eminent Nigerians and Igbo'S sons and daughters said they were happy to be alive to witness the day.
A wait, that is what the while. God has given us the best of the Orimolusi we can have after waiting for 28 years. You could see from the people, everybody's happy. Beyond the fact that this is in fulfillment of Supreme Court judgment, the Almighty brought back into the stool a man who, out of humility, who out of his maturity, a man who out of his simplicity had agreed that others who were contesting and who went to court should be allowed because they were older. But God brought him back miraculously, because God wanted us to have the best of Orimolusi in all of the attributes that I have mentioned earlier. We are extremely happy. We are thankful to the state government for the speedy approval. We are thankful to the kingmakers, the warrant chiefs, for giving us the best amongst the poor.
I'm happy. I'm happy because I was a very young person when it started, and I'm happy today that I'm alive to witness the conclusion of what has dragged on for 28 years. So I'm really very happy that at last we have arrived at its destination.
To be honest with you, this is the first coronation ceremony I will witness in my lifetime, and I am happy that it's happening during my life. The man Jayeola Ade Bajo is our anointed Oba for Ijebu, because up to 2 months ago we did not know that the crown will be his, but that is the will of God. I am happy today to be part of the leaders as the chairman of Ijebu Council of Elders. On behalf of all the indigenes of Ijebu, we are happy.
The truth about it is that having a king is going to define a lot of things. We are looking forward to developments in the town. We're looking forward to progress, and we're hoping that with this, that a lot of sons and daughters of Ijebu will then now return to Ijebu to improve the town.
The governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. Abiodun, was full of joy. He led some songs and told the people of Ijebu that it was a new dawn.
I wish to pay a glowing tribute, pay homage to Kabiyesi Alayiwa Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adesina CFR, Awujale Apamawula of Ijebu, who as the consensus authority of all major chieftains in Ijebu gave visual blessing in favor of the appointment of Oba Jayeola Adebayo with dispatch. And thank you, Kabiyesi, for your fatherly support, your solidarity, and your unconditional sacrifices to restore morality in the culture and tradition of Akile Ijebu. Please continue to serve as a rally point and a source opportunity among not only the Ijebu, but all Nigerians.
The new Orimolusi, the 11th to be crowned, Oba Lawrence Jaye Oba Adebaju, thanked God and everyone for making history.
We are partners. We shall be partners in progress. Accelerated progress to catch up on all lost times. And with your partnership and sincerity of purpose, we shall move mountains in Ijebu. Ijebu is going to be great. Can be better with unity.
The journey to the throne for Kabiyesi started in January 2022, following his nomination by Ojuromi ruling house. His endorsement was by the Professor Ademola Adedeji-led 11-member kingmakers. Warrant chiefs, the process was open, transparent and credible. Given the special position of this sacred institution and the state's recent enactment of a chieftaincy law that will make Ascension seamless, there was no hesitation whatsoever in confirming the 69-year-old Oba Adebaju for the vacant stool. The last Orimolusi before this installation was Oba Daniel Adetayo Sami Kupakude IV, who passed on the 24th of May 1994.
Oba